What's up guys, back at it again. I'm going to show you guys how to refinish your countertop. Say you don't like the color, or say you're doing a rehab and you don't want to spend the extra money to get a countertop. Go to Home Depot, get yourself this stuff, countertop Rust-Oleum. Now the secret is you can actually make it different colors. And these are all the different colors that you could do. For this job, we chose to do a gray mist. Now, the next step. Take your countertop that you're doing. This is the ugly one right now. And sand it down a little bit for abrasion. Then after that, take your vacuum, get all the dust off. And then after that, take a wet paper towel and wash it all off. You don't want any dust. And then at this point, that's where I'm at. So now I'm going to open this up. Make sure you mix it up and start applying. And I'm going to show you guys that in 2 seconds. All right, so this is it right here. This is going to be hard to do with one hand. Let's see if I can do it. I'm using a knife, but obviously there's a tool. But you got to get underneath that lip in order to take it up. Hopefully I don't freaking cut myself. All right, I got it open. Now that's what it looks like, guys. This is why it's very important that you guys mix it up. So I'm using this to mix it up. See what I'm saying? See how it changes color? What it should be? Do this for about 1 minute. Now let me get my mask on because this is very dangerous. You should be wearing a mask. So give me a second before I pass out. And I'm not talking about like a regular COVID mask. Wear one of these. Because I already smell it right now. It's getting me high, and it's actually giving me a little bit of a headache. But I want to show you guys something. This is very important. The roller that you use, if you use the wrong one, it's not going to come out good. Use these guys. See how it says smooth on it? You want to use a smooth roller. Very important. And I have this guy. And I'll simply put, I'm just going to go like this. And I'm going to attach it. I'm going to show you. Just like this. And now we are ready to go. So let me put my mask on. And I am going to mix this up. And I'm going to come back with you guys to show you how I do it. And then I'll show you the end. All right, so I have my mask on. Probably sound really muffled. I'm going to keep mixing this for a little bit more. And then I'm going to apply it. Now I took my mask off so you guys could hear me correctly. Now is the point we start applying. Also, another thing. Get yourself a tray that you could pour it into. I don't have any on this job site. So I'm actually just going to take it. I'm going to pour a little bit. And then I'm going to use it that way. But that is a very difficult way of doing it. And I don't suggest it. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Wear gloves because you don't want to get this on your hand. Because if you do, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get it off. I'm going to do this area here just so you guys could see. So I'm telling you guys, get yourself a tray. This is not the way to do it. And actually, really, I don't want to do this way. Give me a second. Let me find a tray. Okay, so I was able to find this so I could use this. But preferably, get yourself a tray. Now pour it into your tray, or in this instance, I'm pouring it into this. That little drip that's gonna go, get yourself something to wipe it off. And at this point, you wanna make sure you have your mask on. I'm not going to in purposes of this video. I'm just used to it, which I don't know if it's a good thing. So you take your roller, put it in, get some on the roller, like so, just like that. And then now at this point, you just want to go like this. You want to get it back and forth. But there's something very important that we need to discuss. Make sure your roller has a good amount of this stuff on there. Because at some point, you're going to end up taking more of the paint off if it's not. And another key thing about this stuff is you want to let it settle for about 5-6 minutes. And then before it gets finished, you want to put another coat on. But when you do that coat, only go one way with the brush. Okay, so I go like this, I go one way, one way, one way, because if not, it's not gonna dry evenly and it's not gonna look as good. So I'm gonna put this like this so you guys can see. As you can see, I already have a line here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm gonna make sure this is always saturated. And for the first coat, I'm gonna go back and forth because I just wanna get it on there, okay? But as you do it, you'll see that there's lines forming where the next one, where the next one is, where the next one is. And at some point, you just wanna go one way like this because that way, it'll look nice and even. So I'm gonna do this for the next 15 minutes. I'll come back when I am done just to show you guys. Okay, so now I did more than half of it. I'm not gonna show you the whole thing because I don't feel like making the video that long. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. See? If you remember how black it was before, it was this color before. So this is how you do it, guys. But I just want to show you guys something. You see this line here? This line here? You want to take your brush after it's drying. Right before it dries, you want to give it another coat like this. Now, see how you start in the middle? You really should not do that. You should put a little bit on there, like so. You want to go to the end, or your beginning, and then really just go one way. Trust me. Doing it this will also take all the little hairs off, off the thing. You'll see some little bubbles. Make sure you brush them down. But this is over 60 years old, so it's just in really bad shape. So most of the time, you wouldn't see any little dots or anything. But with this Formica, it is incredibly old. So practice the habit of only going one way for that last coat, because then you'll get a nice even coat with no lines. So this is how you do it, guys. It's very simple, and you could literally change the way your kitchen looks. So this is what it looks like now, and this is what it's going to look like. This is a nice, easy way to do it, very budget friendly, and you can change the look of your kitchen for not a lot of money. I hope this helps. Any questions? Let me know. This is very beginner friendly, and I made this video specifically for a beginner, not for an expert, because if you're expert level, I would include and do things a little differently here. But I want to make this as easy as possible. Make sure you wear a mask so you don't pass out.